Hello everybody and welcome to my first speed build on my channel. This house actually started off as a building in a park. I was trying to build like a Victorian themed park in Newcrest, and I had looked up um, Victorian houses on the internet that I could use as the building that kind of housed like a party area and all that good stuff in it. And after I ended up building the exterior of the building, I was like, hey, this would make a really great house to put in Forgotten Hollow, and so here we are, making a house. Starting out with this build, I actually had some problems because the first videos that I had initially recorded that didn't work, they didn't save right, and it was just a process. And I ended up having to rebuild the house and do a re-recording. And so here's this, and you'll see from the screenshots at the end that there's some stuff that's in this build that's different from the original. You'll see the differences. I do play on PS4, so I can only like record 15 minutes of gameplay. So what I do is I sit there, I set an alarm on my phone, and every time it's up, then I'll save a video and then continue that process until I'm done. So then, like, by the end, I have like 50 million videos to put together. But I mean, it works, right? I don't know if I can actually do anything better with that. Maybe if I stream builds and then like cut down the stream or something. But for now, I guess it works because here's the build. So I'm not sure what I am going to actually talk about. Oh wait, I can actually talk about my cosplay. If I don't know, maybe it'll be interesting. But like, I have Comic-Con coming up here in June. So next month, it's coming up quick, and like one of my costumes is still not finished, and it's pretty sad because it's like really simple. I just gotta put some like letters on the back of my dress, and then I've got like an underskirt coming in the mail for me. But like I've just been procrastinating, and I've had this planned out since like last year, and I've had all of my stuff for months and months, and I haven't done anything, and it's such a simple costume. And then I'm just sitting here like, I should really do this because like I'm staring at all of my stuff right now because I'd laid it out because I had actually planned on like working on that today, but like obviously I'm doing this video instead. Look at that, priorities. And so I'm just staring at this and I'm like, I really need to get everything out and do this. But then I get so scared because I'm like, what if I put the iron, because like they're iron-on letters that I'm putting on the back. Oh, I guess I should tell you what I'm doing. I'm actually making a Bombshell Batwoman cosplay. So I just actually did something like really simple. I just bought a skater dress offline. And then I just bought the letters that I could actually glue on the back so I didn't have to sew because, you know, I was kind of being lazy this time around with my cosplay. And so I just bought the letters and everything to put on the back, and then I'm going to make a little uh, bat symbol to put on the front of the dress. And then like her underside of the dress is red, and at first I was just going to pull out the sewing machine because I have some red fabric, and so then I was just going to like make panels to put underneath in the skirt to make it red underneath. But I was like, oh, that's gonna take so long and that could mess up so much. And I was like, what if I make it look ugly, but I'm, you know, I mean, I know it's under the dress. Like, who's gonna be looking at my dress? That'd be like really weird. But I was just like, I need to make it like on point. Like, I need to make this look as accurate as possible since I'm doing it the lazy way. So like the collar's not going to be the same. There's going to be some differences, but that's okay. That's what cosplay is about, right? You just get to make your own costume, do whatever you want. And so I was just sitting there. I was like, oh, do I really want to venture into making these panels, maybe getting the wrong measurements, it not looking right, maybe along the way I may mess the dress up because, you know, I'm making these alterations. And I was just having such a hard time. And then I was looking around and I'm just sitting on my bed and I look in my closet and I see my one hoop skirt that I had for one of my other cosplays that I had done, and I was like, huh, maybe I can just get like an underskirt that's red to put on underneath. And I was like, it could be hotter if I actually done that because, you know, things get really crowded at cons and it gets really hot even if, you know, your costume isn't like too heavy, you still get really hot and sweaty, and sometimes it's really uncomfortable. But then I was just staring at it and I was like, maybe I can get an underskirt. And then I was like, well, if I'm gonna go that route, why don't I give like the dress a little volume, make it a little more flashy. And so I was like, maybe I can just do like the underskirt and everything. And so I went online and I found a red one that actually did that would look really great, and it'd give a little poof to the skirt so it's not like, because like the skater dress is just like really straight. It doesn't really have much definition to it. It doesn't really like, you know, like some dresses, like they kind of like they're made like curvy. This one that I got was actually like made straight. So like I'm not a stick by any means, so like straight does not look really well on me. I ended up having to shrink down my dress in the wash because it came in too big. So by shrinking it kind of like fit me better. It like kind of formed to my shape a little bit more. But it was still kind of blah. You know, it's still kind of plain and just really straight, and really I wasn't really feeling it a lot. But, you know, it was the easy route and it was a lot cheaper to do it that way. And so that should be coming soon. So I'll like have everything, and like I bought a foam bats because she has a bat that I could like just kind of write on it and everything. And I was like, I have everything else, and all I need to do is just, you know, iron on these stupid letters and the little bat logo, and I am just taking so freaking long to do it. Oh, watch, it's probably going to be like the day before I go to con, and I'm like ironing this stuff on because I am just so lazy. Um, so during this build, I actually, I think it's this one, but I was actually building and I was having some issues because my controller, the battery was dying, and like my other one didn't charge correctly, so like it had no life to it either. So I had it on the charger while I'm doing this build, but the controller that I had started dying as well. And so I'm sitting here trying to do as much of the build as I could with just this one controller. So like it would shut off and I would like hit my button to power it back on and do a little more. It didn't work out in the end for me, so like I had to stop this build and pick it up again the next day, you know, when both of my controllers were actually charged. See how unprepared I was for this? But I actually had to just sit and wait, you know, for my chargers to charge. Instead, I had to come back and redo all of the rest of this build. So I think I had, before I had quit, I ended up doing the bathroom and the living room and then quit and then came back to do the kitchen and everything. I think that's what I done. But yeah, it was, like I said in the beginning, this was a real process doing this. Some of the changes in this build from the screenshots that you'll see, some of the little ivy or like hanging plants that you see around the top of the house, I actually put more in this build and I like it with more than what I originally had because it was like a little bit less. But I really do like it more. So I made two bedrooms up in here. I mean, the second bedroom is kind of small. You can either use it for like a child or like a roommate or something that you have with your Sims, or, you know, you can turn it into an office. So far, I have learned that actually they're putting out a gallery for the console players coming up soon. I think they released that news back in March, if I remember correctly, that they were working on a gallery update for us console players, and my thought was thank God for that, because like that's something that I really missed. And you know, I don't have a good working computer that can run The Sims 4. I only have a Mac laptop. Like doing this video stuff, I'm actually using my brother's laptop to do all this stuff because I don't have a good working computer. My last one died on me, and so I really don't have any other means to do anything. And so not having the gallery was really sad because I remember playing The Sims 3, I always liked to run through the gallery and find like all these other builds and Sims and everything that I could add into my gameplay and all of that. And it's a real bummer that they didn't put it in the launch of the game. Like I understand why they didn't, because they had more important things to like go on and everything. But it's something that's really unique to The Sims and something that I really liked and a lot of other people liked. So I'm really glad that that's coming because once it comes, I'm going to upload this to the build. So now jumping back to what's different, I think some of my decor that I put in here is a bit different from the screenshots. And then on the side where the little garden area is, I had such troubles like recreating the little circle part and everything, and it was horrible. So I really got nothing else to say. I really just babbled in this, didn't I? Wow. Okay, whatever. But so thanks for watching this build. Enjoy the rest of what I have for you and have a great time. Bye, guys. Oh my gosh, I just realized how ugly that fade out for the pictures was. Oh my gosh. I am seriously not going to do that again. That is just horrible.